Seatrade Cruise, your roundup of the week's top stories, today brought to you by our sponsor, the Port of Tarragona. Carnival Corporation's 5 North America brands, Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruises, MSC Cruises USA, and the 3 Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings brands cancelled sailings to the year's end. The only exception is Quantum of the Seas from Singapore, which is on track to begin cruising on December 1st. 6 ships had remained in Carnival Cruise Line's schedule for December, departing from Port Miami and Port Canaveral, as well as Cunard North America, Holland America Line, Princess Cruises and Seabourn. MSC Cruises impacted US-based ships are MSC Seaside at Port Canaveral and MSC Meraviglia and MSC Armonia at Port Miami. Norwegian cruise line Oceania Cruises and Regent Seven Seas Cruises have also cancelled their 2020 departures, and Marella Cruises has cancelled sailings until mid-December. CLIA estimates that the suspension of US cruise operations from mid-March has resulted in a loss of more than $25 billion in economic activity and over 164,000 American jobs. And in Europe, TUI Cruises will continue its sailings through November, with the exception of cruises from Kiel on Mein Schiff 1. It comes as AIDA Cruises and Hapag-Lloyd Cruises announced a pause in operations this month, owing to the German government's October 28th decision to impose further restrictions on public life and travel. More than 30,000 passengers have sailed Germany and Greece with TUI since the summer. A spokesperson for TUI said the cruise line is following events in Germany closely and supports the additional measures taken by the German government to contain the pandemic. But the cruises are possible in times of COVID-19 with the right measures, as employed on board their vessels currently in operation. It begins its Canary Islands cruises this month. This week, voters in Key West, Florida approved ballot initiatives to sharply limit the number of daily cruise ship visitors and the size of cruise ships. The measures cap the number of persons disembarking to a total of 1,500 per day and prohibit ships with capacity for 1,300 or more persons also from disembarking. In addition, voters supported priority for cruise lines with the best environmental and health records. According to the Miami Herald, all 3 measures were approved by wide margins, but a court battle looms. Pier B Development Corporation, owner of one of Key West's 3 cruise docks, had sued Key West and the Committee for Safer Cleaner Ships, which gathered enough signatures to get the initiatives on the ballot. State Circuit Court Judge Bonnie Helms allowed the referenda to proceed, but granted a post-election hearing to consider whether the proposed changes are legal. Key West is currently the busiest US cruise transit port, with 965,000 passengers on 417 calls in 2019. The Greater Key West Chamber of Commerce calculates cruising's economic impact is worth nearly $91 million a year and supports 833 jobs. The case hinges on who has the authority to regulate international shipping in local waters. Viking has completed what it says is cruising's first full-scale PCR lab at sea. The laboratory has enough capacity for daily non-invasive saliva testing of every crew member and passenger. The cruise line says this offers flexibility to respond to COVID-19 prevalence levels around the world. Matt Grimes, VP Maritime Operations for Viking, said it is the only way to safely operate cruise ships. He added that the months-long project moves us one step closer to operating cruises again without compromising the safety of guests and crew. The lab will undergo a series of tests to ensure it is fully effective. Viking will be demonstrating the PCR laboratory as well as new design and operating procedures when Viking Star visits Oslo later this month. And Inter Cruises Shoreside and Port Services and Vicand Solutions are partnering to develop what's been named the Global Port Medical Network. Inter Cruises will collate key information about medical facilities in different locations. This will populate a continually evolving database managed by Vicand, who will also work with Inter Cruises to define and implement medical protocols. Vicand CEO Peter Holtz said that with this tool, we can ensure there are medical facilities prepared to assist if needed. Thanks again to the Port of Tarragona, which celebrates its 150th anniversary until November 20th. Visit tarragonacruiseport.com or porttarragona.cat to find out more about the gateway to the UNESCO World Heritage City and the Mediterranean, and check out their video. Thank you for watching.